What's up, YouTube? I'm back with another video. Y'all know me as Hustle Vision. Some of my friends call me Chai. Some of my friends call me Chai Can't Go. But basically in the video, I'm gonna be explaining you guys, I'm gonna be explaining how to start a clothing brand. Now, this is not the easiest thing to do. It's actually a lot of hard work, a lot of planning, a lot of preparation. So if you're not ready for that, go ahead and click off the video. But if you're ready for that, go ahead and listen. But before we get into the video, I want to tell y'all to like, comment, subscribe. I'm in the middle of making another video, which is starting my clothing brand in a week. I just felt like it wasn't right to do starting a clothing brand in a week without dropping how to actually start a clothing brand first. So I wanted to go ahead and knock this video out first, and then I'm going to be starting my clothing brand in a week. So boom, first thing you guys need to know is your name. Now, this might actually be the hardest part of the whole process, coming up with a good name. You don't want to come out with no weak ass name like Flower Studios or something like that. You need to make sure your name is unique. You need to make sure your name doesn't sound like somebody else's, so they get confused with the two brands. You need to make sure your brand is, you feel me, you, man. You just need to make sure your brand is a good name. Make sure your brand is something that people won't forget. When you're coming up with a name, you need to make sure that the name is not taken or trademarked already, because you will get cease and desist. You will run into legal issues with being sued and shit like that. So make sure your name is not taken. Make sure your name is not trademarked. And to make sure your name not trademarked, go to uspto.com. You feel me? Go ahead, type in your name that you want. Make sure nobody is using your name. And if nobody's using your name, you in the clear. Boom. So now that you got your name, you're gonna need a logo. Now for the logo, I actually am a graphic designer. I would call myself a graphic designer now because I've been doing it for 2 months, around 2.5 months. And it's been a lot of learning, man. It's a lot of time where you just have to sit down, you have to learn. It's gonna be frustrating at first, but you will get the hang of it. I recommend everybody who wanna start a brand, you need to be able to know how to graphic design, because you don't wanna be waiting on somebody else's time with graphic design and stuff. But if you guys really already tried the graphic design and it's just something that you can't wrap your head around, go ahead and check the link in my description for my clothing brand course. It comes with 4 great, trustworthy, reliable graphic designers to do all your clothes and stuff. So you can start off with that, but I would recommend everybody to learn how to make your own designs, kind of put your own creative mind to it. But if that's not your strong suit, go ahead and skip over that part. So when you have your logo, you need to make sure that it's black or white. That's what I would tell everybody. Make sure your logo is black or white, because you need to be able to put this thing on tags, put this thing on anything. And you don't want to have like a shiny logo or colorful logo. I mean, some companies do it like Supreme and other clothing brands, but I personally would pick black or white for my logo. So once you got your name and once you got your logo, you're gonna need to start an LLC. Now, I would say start an LLC. You don't have to. This part, this step, you can skip over this step if you already have an LLC or you really don't feel like starting one. But I would recommend everybody to start an LLC, just because the benefits that you get, the way that you can deduct your taxes, and you will overall have to pay less taxes in a different tax bracket, shit like that. But if you guys don't know how to start LLC, go ahead and check out my previous video I made about a year ago, starting my LLC at 17. I had my LLC for about 2 years, close to 2 years. And that's, you want to start your LLC as soon as possible, because you want to be able to build history with the banks and basically improve your business credit overall. So once you have your name, once you have your logo, once you have your LLC, you're going to want to start a website. Now, I recommend Shopify. Shopify is probably the best little website platform that you can pick, just because they have different marketing apps in there, like SMS marketing, they got email marketing, they got ShipStation. They just basically got everything that's gonna make your life easier. So I recommend Shopify. If you don't know how to make a Shopify store, go ahead and look on sites like Upwork, look on sites like Fiverr, and find somebody to make it for you, because you do not want to be a DM to order as brand. You don't want to be a DM to order as brand. You're not really going to get sales like that. It makes you look less trustworthy. You really want to have a website starting up going into your brand. So once you have your name, once you got your logo, once you got your LLC, once you got your website, now it's time to find product, get product. There's a lot of different ways that you can get product. Now, if you don't have any money, I recommend using websites like Printify and Teespring, which is basically like a website. You upload your design, boom, they do everything for you, and you could basically have the products like that. But it's not really a good branding decision. Like long term, it's not really a good decision, because you don't want to be known for using somebody else's print-on-demand service for your brand. I personally wouldn't. I would just save my money and invest into either the other avenues of getting product, which is the one that I did in the video we coming up is blank printing, which is basically just getting blanks. You just need to get blanks and find a local print shop and get them to print on your shirts. That's what I find out the easiest way, the fastest way possibly. It might not be the fastest depending on your manufacturer and your relationship with them, but starting off, that's what I recommend. Getting blanks, going to find a print shop, make sure they do good work, check out their reviews, check out their products, check out everything they did, check out their work. You don't want to spend your money on no half-ass screen printer. You don't want to spend your money on no half-ass printer. That's the way I went with it, but there's also another way, which is what most brands do, which is overseas manufacturing. Now, overseas manufacturing is probably the best way to get a bulk order with good quality. If you're looking for some manufacturers, go ahead, click the link in the description. It's to my course. I provide 4 free, good quality manufacturers that you can use and 4 free graphic designers. It's $20 right now. I don't know how much it's gonna be in the future. Could be more, could be less, but right now it's $20. We might be running a sale sometime if you feel me, if a lot of people want this information. But go ahead, click the link in the description if you want to find out 4 good manufacturers. All right, I'm back, y'all. My camera died, but what I was talking about was manufacturers. So boom, these manufacturers, these overseas manufacturers, they are probably the best option to go with. And you probably want to get 2 to 4 good manufacturers if you plan on scaling your business very far. The problem with having one good manufacturer is, say you order 1,000 pieces, they're going to take forever to make that 1,000 pieces. You want to outsource different manufacturers. Okay, boom, they gonna make this amount of pieces. This other manufacturer's gonna make this amount of pieces, because you want to have product coming in every week. You want to be able to have product coming in multiple times a month. You don't want to have one big order at one time. You want to have products coming in multiple times a month, so you can drop multiple times a month. That is probably the best way of growing your business, and I'll go deeper into that in other videos on marketing and stuff like that. There's a couple ways you can do it. Now, if you already just on Instagram looking at clothing brands, clothing posts, there's probably a good chance that one of these manufacturers have followed you before. I don't even know how they find you on Instagram, but they do. They find you on Instagram, and they usually have the name sports or apparel or what are some of the other vendor or manufacturer in their name, so you know exactly what they're there for. Go ahead, look through their page. Make sure all the products are behind the same background, the same 2 backgrounds, because a lot of scammers out here that was actually screenshot the little picture from a real manufacturer. They'll put it up on their page and they'll try to act like a manufacturer, but they're really a scammer. So they're probably asking for MoneyGram, Western Union or something like that. You'll send it, you'll never see your products, you'll never see your money again, and you'll just be assed out. So I make sure that I got 4 trustworthy manufacturers in my description. Go ahead, check that out if you guys don't want to get scammed. and you don't want to do the research, I've already done it for you. Just go ahead, click the link in the description. But after you find this manufacturer, you need to go about negotiating with them. So go ahead, send him your mock-up. He's gonna go ahead and tell you the MOQ, which is minimum order quantity. You need to learn these terms like MOQ, GSM. You need to learn these little terms, these fashion terms, these clothing terms, so you don't just be clueless when you're talking to the manufacturer. So you send your mock-up. He's gonna give you the MOQ. He's probably gonna give you the price per piece. Now, most manufacturers, they try to give you a high price at first. So I would try to negotiate with them, try to get the price per piece down a little bit. Try to, maybe you might buy a little bit more pieces, but if you guys know how to negotiate, you guys know exactly what you're doing. If you don't know how to negotiate, everything is on YouTube. You're watching this on YouTube. There's probably a video up right now on how to negotiate with a manufacturer up on YouTube. But if you guys don't know how to negotiate with a manufacturer, go ahead and check out my course. That's the last time I'm gonna plug it in this video, but go ahead and check out my course. It got everything you need to start off. But you guys are gonna wanna negotiate with a manufacturer, boom, boom, boom. You guys are gonna come to an agreement. Now, once you come to this agreement, you usually start off by paying 35 to 50% up front. I would never recommend paying 100% up front, because now your products are on their time and they can take as long as they want with your shit. But when you pay them in payments, different increments, then you feel me, they're gonna be more on your work because they want to get all their money. So they're gonna go ahead and speed up the process and basically make that thing work faster. So once you got your products, boom, now it's time for marketing. Now marketing, there's many different ways you can market with social media nowadays, from Instagram ads, Facebook ads, Snapchat ads, TikTok ads. But let's say you don't have the money per day to increase your ad budget. Just start off by posting reels on your Instagram account, TikToks. Go ahead and post TikToks. A lot of brands have actually blown up off TikTok just by posting a nice little video. Make sure you take inspiration from other brands and their videos. Make sure you know what people want to see. Be creative, don't just copy, but make sure you take inspiration, because being a beginner, you don't really know where to start. So you need a good foundation on where to start in terms of making content. So you're gonna want to make content, market your brand, make sure people know your brand name, make sure you're known for something. And you feel me, that would probably be everything. You feel me? If you guys want to see me go deeper into the clothing brand thing, go ahead and check out my next video. If it's up, go ahead and check it out. It will be up here. If it's not up, go ahead and wait. It will be out later this week. So go ahead, click that subscribe button, turn on notifications so you know when it come out. So that video is basically gonna be starting a clothing brand in 1 week, and it started my brand, Kango, and basically the process, the trials and tribulations and things I had to go through to get to where I am today. So if you guys fuck with this video, go ahead, leave a like, go ahead, drop a comment. It lets me know to keep going. Y'all know that this YouTube thing, you feel me, it's real hard to keep motivation, as you seen by my upload schedule, you feel me. Last time I uploaded a video was a year ago. Hopefully we can be more consistent in the future. I just need to know that you guys are fucking with these videos that I'm coming out with. But it's been your boy Hustle Vision, also known as Chai, also known as Chai Can Go. And I'll catch up with you in the next video. Peace.